No other family should ever have to go through this, especially when you know that there are drugs or treatments or devices out there.
It can prolong the lives of patients with terminal diseases. That's what Governor Gary Herbert said as he signed the so-called Right to Try bill today. Good for Utah's Rick Aaron was at the Capitol and spoke with some who fought to create this law.
House Bill 94 gives terminally ill Utahns access to experimental drugs not yet approved by the FDA. More importantly, it gives them some measure of hope.
Okay, now everybody clap.
This is really about the hope that these people should have as they try to save their lives.
Jonathan Johnson is the chairman of Overstock.com and the head of Utah's Right to Try Foundation. His late father once volunteered to test an experimental drug to treat his leukemia.
He said, I don't want to go through chemo again. I'm more than willing to try an experimental drug if it helps the drug companies, and it might help me, it might not. His doctor said it's too much work. Well, the work wasn't work for my father. It was the 100 hours of paperwork that the doctor had to do. The Right to Try law gets rid of that 100 hours of paperwork.
7-year-old Bertrand Might suffers from an extremely rare and deadly genetic disorder which only about 30 kids worldwide are known to have. Too few to conduct a clinical trial on a medication that could save him.
So we've been watching our kids die and get worse when we know that there's potentially a treatment that could save their lives. At the very least, stop the damage from accumulating. So it's been heartbreaking, and with the passage of this bill, we're hoping that other families don't have to lose a loved one when they know there's drugs or a device sitting on a shelf somewhere that could save their lives.
Christina acknowledges that it may be too late to save her son, known to his family as Buddy, but she wants to make sure that no other family needlessly endures what hers has been through.
It's more than just a right to hope. In some cases, that's the only thing that they have. And it's just, I don't know, it's just unethical in some sense. Like, it's just the right thing to do to give these families the option.
Utah becomes the 9th state in the country to enact Right to Try legislation. At the state capitol, Rick Aaron, Good for Utah.
And Jonathan Johnson's Right to Try Foundation does provide money to help families afford the often very expensive experimental treatments.